guys? I'm Kiri.
I'm Meru.
I'm Panda Ponycat.
I'm Alice.
And this is Sheekery! Woo! So tonight, we are talking about the I don't feel guilty pleasures. Woo! What?
Too much? Not enough? What?
Why? What is that?
I don't know. Somebody weed, so I weed.
It's the pig from that commercial.
Oh,
Weed all the way home.
with the little, right, with the little pinwheels out the window. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on the
That's
same
the
page now.
Annoying
It's fine.
thing.
Amazing is what it is.
It's amazing.
It's annoying, but it's amazing.
I want a little pig like that. I want a little pig that just sits
I
in
can
the back.
accommodate you if you want a pig.
I want, no, a little one, and you put him in like a little baby seat,
I'm really good at
buckle
making
him
babies.
in, and I want him to just lean out the window and go wee all the way home.
I will do this for you.
Things in this world I will do for you. That.
This is one of my guilty pleasures. I want a little baby piggy that hangs out my window and goes wee.
Whee!
That's how I'm tying it in. It's fine.
I'm gonna buy you a baby Minecraft pig, and I'm gonna get you a little sound machine out of a Build-A-Bear, and I'm gonna re-record it with the Wii and stuff it inside and tape a pinwheel to its arm. Well, probably sew a pinwheel to its hand. And
That's
we
fine.
have the technology.
I have the skill to make this a thing.
I may or may not be expecting this in the near-ish future.
Someone should write this down so I don't forget.
Nope. Done deal.
Okay.
So tonight we are talking about the guilty pleasures that we do not feel guilty about. So guilty pleasure, much like movies or television programs or music, or, some really weird thing like murder that you may enjoy. Who knows? Who knows, really?
Anything.
I mean, whatever. So, any of your I don't give a fuck things. Anybody want to start with theirs?
So I think one of mine that I actually probably do feel guilty about once in a while because it has so many calories is macaroni and cheese. Like I have a weird obsession with macaroni and cheese.
Oh my god.
So good.
I'm lactose intolerant and I love mac and cheese. I just want to just shovel it all in my face like,
If there is macaroni and cheese on a menu, I'm eating it. I mean, I can't right now because it's still Lent. But oh my god, after this is over, so
When
much
is that
macaroni
over?
and
I
cheese.
feel like it's been so
2
long.
weeks.
Easter.
Easter happens in like 2 weeks.
Oh,
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
this is why I couldn't be religious, because I am a fat person and I enjoy creepy things and I am generally a terrible human. So
somebody
You know?
flick her.
I would just
love you.
fail
That's
all
all
the
that
things.
We think you're swell.
I know, right? I'm great.
Oh my god.
So mac
I
and
feel
cheese,
like I
what
know
else?
another one of Kat's guilty pleasures that she might not realize could be considered a guilty pleasure.
Oh, do
Mhm.
tell.
Unless you're in the car with her.
Is it singing along to Disney songs? Because we did that
It is
on a road
singing
trip.
along to show tunes.
Yep.
We
yep.
did that too.
Loudly show tunes.
I'm pretty sure.
Loud and proud.
Oh, it's not on the internet because I never put all my POC videos on the internet.
Oh no. Oh no.
I have this.
Are people about to be exposed to my ridiculous
Oh my
need
god.
to sing
Well,
things?
I don't think you were singing. I think we were lip singing, but it was pretty damn epic.
That was was it our dance off in the car?
Well, we did the dance. Yes, yeah, the dance off in the car.
That was a
what
good
it
one. That was
Yep.
a good one.
Yeah, you were kind of epic, and she was driving. She got skills.
Oh, she does.
I got mad skills, y'all.
You have to, it's baseball season now, so you have to experience a car ride to the ball field.
It's so much fun. Like the most fun.
It is. It's the
But I mean,
most fun you can have without alcohol in your hand.
Right. They did get to spend every ride to and from POC in the car with me. So that is also
There was a lot of yep. There was a lot of POC rides.
Didn't I claim this one special thing that I have with you?
I mean, you get the best of it, I guess.
We can tell you that you do. Yes. Yeah.
As long as you just tell me that I do, it's fine.
I love lamb.
Yes, it's all yours. I love
fine.
lamb.
Divert. Divert!
Also, I sing, like, other than show tunes, Disney, The Lonely Island, insanely a lot. You know, singing in the car, definitely show tunes. All things that I love to do, and I don't care if people see me do it or not.
I feel like we can call it performing in the car.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Performance.
Car performance? Car
Performance?
Performance?
performance? Yeah. Carformance. This seems acceptable. Our new word. Carformance.
Theatric car.
Theatric car.
Theatric car. Oh my god, that's even better.
I feel like
He's a
I need to be
theatric car
friends-
expert.
Yeah, I feel like I need to be with James Corden in a car and do like the lip sync thing that he does.
I feel like the world can't even handle that right now.
Heads might explode.
I can't do the faces like he can. You can nail his faces. I can't do the faces like he can. I mean, I can be all whimsical and dancy, but I can't get my face on. So
I give good face.
you give amazing face. Literally the best face.
Yes. My face is the best.
It
face.
is. I
It's
love
okay,
it.
guys.
I know Meru and I share one.
We do.
We do.
We have a good one. We have an obsession with high school romance manga.
Yeah, we do.
That's awesome.
Particularly, you know, all those like gushy love stories about high
They're
school
so
kids.
adorable, though.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
so
fine
awesome.
that we're not teenagers.
It's
I
totally
read
fine.
these books.
I find it completely acceptable.
I have a huge obsession, like all of them. Like the gooier and more like sappy they are, the better.
Did you get through Zombies? Her and Dino did that one, like,
Yes.
that they played through that game. I don't remember what that game was called. It was like birds.
It was called Photo Boyfriend?
Yes!
About seducing pigeons.
Yes, a pigeon needs
Pigeons.
pigeon girlfriends, and he's like the hot jock pigeon in school. So, like, yeah, they went through the whole video game. It's a video game, guys. Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, on Zombie's channel, she has, like, all of those, and it is hilarious to watch that.
That is amazing.
I need her to do more of those.
It's so good. There's another one that I cannot for the life of me remember the name of right now, but it's a video game where it's a girl that gets three rabbits and two cats. It's rabbits and cats, and they turn into like cute boys.
This is starting off really well.
Yeah.
Why isn't that real life?
And
Do you know how many cats there are in the world?
Is this real life?
Then I'd be allergic to boys.
Is this just fantasy?
Ew. Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want to be allergic to boys, even though, you know, boys are dumb, but
Boys are
it's
dumb.
fine.
Oh, it's called
Throw
Dandelion.
rocks at them.
Dandelion. It's so good. I watched the entire
is so cute.
60 episodes that somebody did. So
No, and I blame Meru 100% for getting me involved in this.
she was like, "What kind of manga should?" It's like, I don't know. Like, here's one, and then you should read this one. And she was like, "Oh my god, what more are there? Are there more?" And I was like, "There are more."
Must
the
ingest
only,
these.
like,
She's the one that pushed me down the rabbit hole. I was sort of looking towards the rabbit hole, and she was like, "Shove!"
see, I can't
Have fun storming the castle.
I can't get into, like, the romance novels or, you know, or anything else like that. But I do get into, like, the CW shows, like Rain.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, I love Rain.
Oh yeah.
And then me and the Minion just started watching the Shannara Chronicles, I think, tonight.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we just got through a couple episodes, and I was like, oh my god, it's a, you know, a preteen, like, TV show that was on
I read
MTV
the
that's on
books.
Netflix. It's
it's
amazing!
It's based on this like giant 5 bajillion book long epic fantasy series, and I gotta say I like the show better. And that's not going to be a popular thing to say because people are like, I can't watch the show because I read the books. And I'm like, you know, the books were really dry and they didn't
I
have...
didn't know
they
the books
were.
were a thing.
Yeah, I think I've read a couple of them, but yeah, I remember when I tried reading them, they didn't like, you know, grab my attention right away, which is a problem for me. Like if it doesn't grab me, I'm like, I'll go read something else in the meantime at the same time.
I think the show is like the 4th book. It's like into the series.
It's
Oh,
so
interesting.
good.
It starts knee deep in it because it's one of those things like, I don't know if you've ever read The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, where it's like 3/4 of the way through the first book before it finally starts getting interesting and not this person, son of Thoroman, son of la la la, and it's like.
Well, it reminds me of Legend of the Seeker. Is that the one
Yes.
that's on Hulu?
Yeah.
It's so much like that show, and I'm like, oh my god.
Read those books too. That's actually one of my favorite book series.
Plus, it's
Me
got the one
too.
guy that I love, the king in there. I love that man. That man is one of my
Right.
favorite actors, and I don't know his name.
The Sword of Truth series is the book series that's based on, and that is absolutely hands down one of my favorite book series.
I know.
So it makes watching the show hard.
Yes, especially since they pronounce things differently than I did in my head. I don't
Yeah.
know if you discovered that too.
Yeah, I mean, I think that always happens, which is just what it is, and so I've just grown to accept it most of the time. But yeah, it's just so weird because I'm like, oh,
But I know we both own the entire series.
no.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, no. the
I'm
entire
totally
series.
into like, you know, I don't get into the romance novels or things like that, but I'm
Right.
totally into like the preteen like drama, you know, gushing with like, you know, faux sex and all this other stuff kind of TV shows. I'm so into those.
I got really into Vampire Diaries for a while. This past season's been weird, or I think last season it got weird and I was like, meh. But I also do enjoy a good Lifetime original movie once in a while.
Yes.
You know, that's
Oh my
fine.
gosh.
I may
Especially
have
when it has
recorded every
murder.
single Lifetime Christmas Hallmark Channel movie.
Ooh, murder ones, and then the one where the babysitters want to become the wife. Those are also really good.
Right. Those are good. Yeah.
That's
have a lot
pretty
of those.
standard, though. The babysitter always wants to become the wife. I feel like you should just never have a female babysitter.
Or you could just, you know, we have a couple more years. We could just be the Ferrari babysitter, you know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I feel like that
Ferrari
could,
babysitter.
you know, be a plan B if, like, life doesn't work out. Just be like, I'm gonna just be the Ferrari babysitter, and then someday I'll just murder the wife and replace her and kill the whole family. I don't know. It's fine.
I've learned from murder shows that you just hide, you know, knives behind the headboard
Right.
and stab people.
Or in the backyard, because nobody looks there for, like, a week.
Nobody looks in the backyard.
You know where you could probably hide something that nobody would look? Inside your computer case.
Oh. Right.
feel like-
Unless they go
being
for the
the
hard
one in
drive.
I
Right.
feel like being the one in the group that's married, I'm uncomfortable with this. Like,
We're just like, we're over here
It's
murdering
okay, 'cause you don't
everybody.
have
And
any
we're just like, yikes, guys.
Right.
I'm going to need you to rein that back in.
Unless you hire a hot maid, you're good.
You don't have any kids. You're fine.
that's true.
Right. If
Yeah, don't
anybody,
actually hire a Ferrari babysitter.
I'm the one in danger here.
I don't hire a hot maid. In my house, I am the hot maid.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you
So-
go.
There you go.
I'm the hot one.
Own it, sister.
Snap, snap.
As I sit here with my hip protectors. I'm like, I'm so hot.
I'm so sexy.
I can barely get out of bed. and
This
put
is
myself
me.
on.
This is laying on the couch. I'm like, I can't get up.
Everyone has a fetish. It's fine.
Oh, jeez.
That got weird.
While we're talking about stuff that's for teenagers, actually at work, the teen fantasy section is usually populated with super massive amounts of adults.
That's
And
awesome.
not gonna lie, I've read most of the books in that section.
I think because we grew up with that, right?
And then I passed it on to Kat. So
My thing is that you grow up that way, like Kiri said, you grow up with those books, and then like as we get older, I read fairly fast, so it's nice to be like, oh, I can knock a book out in an afternoon.
Right.
It to feel accomplished, like, oh,
I own
because sometimes
that
I start
book.
reading. Well, the thing is like if I start reading Sword of Truth, that's going to take me a while. Like Kiri just lent me a new book, and that's going to take me a while to get through because it's an adult book, and those. I mean,
high fantasy is going to be like 800-900 pages, whereas a teen fantasy novel, it's 200 pages. You can chew it up and spit it out in like an afternoon or two.
yeah. So it gives you a sense of accomplishment, which I like about.
And to be
just
fair,
reading a teen novel. So
the book that I just gave you, I'm pretty sure should be considered the male version of a trashy romance novel. Like,
nice.
it's right. I
excited.
mean, come on. Like, so I lent her the book. Was it Sandstorm? Right.
yeah, Sandstorm.
Oh, okay.
So
Sandworm?
I-
Are we
So
talking about
Sandstorm. Well, no. So I started reading James Rollins novels lately.
Oh yeah.
But I picked up Bone Labyrinth, which is like book 11 in the series, and then I found Bone Math, which is like number 2 in the series. So I'm skipping around a lot. So she had Sandstorm, which is the first one, so she lent that to me. so that I can actually start the series and sort of go from there.
Those are the equivalent, no joke, of male romance novels. They are all boy. They are all like explosions and secret agents and flying all over the world and getting
conspiracy
the hot chick.
theories. And...
Yeah, they're boy versions of trashy romance novels.
It's so true, and they're just amazing. I've adored everything I've read by James Rowland so far. So I'm just like, it's great.
He cranks out books like nobody's business. It's amazing. Like you never have to wait. You're like looking at George R.R. Martin. You're like, it's been 10 years. I'm literally dying. And then you're like, oh, this guy has 20 new books. It's fine. I'll go read this.
Somebody came in the store the other day and was like, I need the new book in the Game of Thrones series.
So
and I was
do
like,
I.
Wait, all? Go home. It's not even. He's not even started it yet. And he's like, oh, I thought that it should be out by now because it's been years. I'm like, what rock do you live under that you don't know that this man is lost?
This man. Oh my god.
Right. Well, and then why my brain just stopped.
And then
oh god, the guy we saw at PAX,
Patrick Rothfuss.
Thank you. Oh my god, that was ridiculous. He, has trouble cranking out the books too, so it's like, come on.
Every time he does anything on Twitter, when he's like, I'm gonna play this video game, I'm like, or you could write a book.
How about books?
I'm surprised I'm not blocked from his Twitter because everything he says, I'm like, or you could write the book.
Right.
Or you could write the book.
Or there's a book that you could be writing.
Write the book.
Remember that book you're supposed to write? I'd like it, please. I'd like that book.
That book?
I would throw money at you for this book.
Literally, take my money.
I am the Fry meme. Like, take my money, please.
Yep. So while we're on the subject of awesome teenage, obsessions, I feel we need to, lean into one of the ones that Alice threw up there because, oh my god, Spice Girls.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We were going to go a different direction with that.
No, we have to go Spice Girls.
When I jump off this cliff, no one's going to follow me.
No, definitely not. No, but this one I'm all about. Oh my god. I had their CD, and I remember my mom used to have to take me into work with her in the morning. She was, she worked at the college cafeteria. And so she'd go in early in the morning to make breakfast for the students before they came in, and they opened at 6. So we were there super early. So I would come in with my little disc player and I'd have it sitting there and I'd try and sleep for a little bit on one of the chairs, or I'd just kind of play, with my music or, books or something like that. So I remember listening to the Spice Girls over and over again, and I would be composing dance numbers, and they would be coming, the students would be walking in what the hell is this 12-year-old over here doing?
That's amazing.
It's fine. I'm providing a show. Breakfast
when
and a show.
Of course, when I was, younger, right after I first moved here, so 99, I was in the 7th grade, so however old you are when you're in the 7th grade, I don't even know.
12.
Yeah, so the girls in my neighborhood and I would pick songs and make little dance numbers we would perform at the block parties because we were super cool. And I'm pretty sure at some point we did a Spice Girl song. At some point we did we think we did Bye 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 by NSYNC because I was always an NSYNC girl. And I think one time we did Destiny's Child, but I don't want to say it was Bootylicious because that would make me sound awful because I was 12. But it was one of their other songs, hopefully. Not that one.
I may or may not, and I'm glad everyone has left the room for this little confession. I may or may not have been in a Spice Girls cover group when I was in high school.
Amazing.
Oh my god. What?
Please
tell me there's video.
Please tell me there's video.
Back in the day, video didn't exist. No. There is a picture somewhere of me at a microphone with this group, but I don't think there's any video.
That's amazing. Oh my god.
I just made our lives.
Might have been in a cover group called New Spice.
That's amazing.
Amazing. Yeah. That is amazing.
That.
Shh, don't tell anyone.
Right.
Except for all of our listeners.
Us and all of our listeners will have no idea.
No one will know.
Lou has left the room for this part, so she doesn't know to look at me funny.
That's good.
Yeah, we'll try and keep it from her. We'll try. but
We'll
no
look at you
promises.
adoringly, but yeah, she'd probably give you like the really, really.
Yeah.
I'm still
Yeah.
obsessed.
We performed at like the Friday night fire hall dances and a few like 4th of July events
I'm
around
gonna need
town.
you to do that again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need to know.
I'm gonna just
There's 4 of us. We just need like one more person. We could make our own.
right.
We could do it again.
I know. I stopped performing a long time ago.
You
Hey,
retired.
but we all know how I feel about singing and performing. So
You don't get to
Yeah.
retire from the Spice Girls.
I did. I
I'm
retired
sorry.
from my cover
You
group.
don't. No, that
From my
doesn't
cover
happen.
band.
well, you're coming out of retirement.
You're coming out of
not
retirement. Woo!
No, because that little plastic black outfit that looked like Tupperware is not coming out of retirement.
Well, you don't have to wear the outfit, you know,
We'll
like
have a different outfit. It's
right.
fine.
We'll get a different outfit. It's fine.
This is all fine.
We have plans.
We actually called it the Tupperware because I feel like it was actually made of plastic, but it looked much like the one from the weird Mad Max space futuristic yet apocalyptic outfit from Say You'll Be There, the video.
Oh,
Yeah.
Were you Posh Spice?
Have you ever seen me
No.
in your life?
Who
Have
are
you
you?
seen me once or twice?
what?
Who are you?
Who let the random chick on the podcast?
Who
Who's
lets
this
random
girl?
chick in the podcast?
Who are you? I just imagined like a plastic dress being posh, even though obviously you have to be ginger. But I just imagine the black dress only being posh.
No, it was a
That's why.
jacket and a skirt more than a whole dress,
Yeah.
but I mean, it was made out of plastic. And it was black and it had like the white running stripes up the sides because 90s.
Of course it did.
Did
So,
you have
Of course
the
it had that.
no, did you have the boots?
Of course.
Okay. You
Oh,
have
but-
the red boots. Okay, we're good. Then.
Maria's
Duh.
satisfied.
I'm fine with that. We can move on. We're good.
Don't you still have the boots? I feel like I've seen a pair of like go-go boots in your closet.
Shh.
No, I don't.
No.
Burn them in a sacrificial fire. That's what we're talking about.
Everything's getting aired today, folks.
They were sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
They were sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
No, I honestly, I don't think I've mentioned that in at least a decade. So now you guys and all of our listeners
The
know that
entire
secret
internet.
that I was in a cover band in high school that did Spice Girls covers.
My life is better for having known
Infinitely
this.
better. It's infinitely better.
Infinite.
But is it? Is it really?
It is so much.
Yes. Yes. 100% yes.
See, this is why we shouldn't drink wine before the podcast.
Because it makes my life infinitely better. Hold on. I don't see your logic here.
You're
So-
going down a path I can't follow.
So Maria,
You brought it up.
we need a new confessional out of you then. I think Alice is all confessionaled out right now.
I don't know how juicy any of mine are, but I do have a soft spot for LARPing documentaries.
Heck yeah.
Like,
Did you ever see the movie The Kings of Badassdom?
yes.
What?
Yeah, that's a movie. It has the guy who plays Tyrion Lannister in
Oh
it.
my god.
Yes.
And
It was on Netflix for a while. I don't know if it still is.
I don't think it
I
is.
have it on DVD. I borrowed it from a friend and I still have it. So we'll add that to the list of movies that we're watching
Yes.
Yep.
since we have a list going now.
There are two pretty good ones that I like. There's one called Monster Camp, and I think it's on Amazon. You can
Cool.
rent it. I don't know. I mean, you can probably buy it on DVD, but I watched it on Amazon. I rented it. But that's like the traditional where they go to like a camp. Like they go to a LARPing camp.
Huh.
And it just goes through like the people who do it, like, the characters they play, kind of like the story behind it, kind of like the juicy gossip details behind, this is a LARPing thing where like we all date and it's really awkward and we do LARP.
We all
and, like,
date, and it's really awkward.
like it's so good though. And then there's one called The Mordavian Truth,
Ooh.
which is about a huge LARPing group, and these are old. I think that one's like 5 years old, but it was about a LARPing group in New Zealand. Same thing. You just kind of get to know the people, the preparation that goes behind it. And then there's another one called Pretend that takes place in I think it's a California university. I want to say San Diego. I don't know, but it's less traditional. It's where they just do like a group, like in the rooms of the university. You know, they just do they'll do like space themed ones or like intrigue themed ones, and it's really good.
That's cool.
I'm a little disturbed about the depth of the knowledge across all of the topics in our group, and it's such random knowledge. You're like listing off very specific documentaries, and I'm like, wow, she has like a whole list, and now I'm writing them down, and like I'm gonna go look this up on Netflix later.
And the Mordavian Truth and Pretend are both on YouTube.
Oh my god!
For free. You can watch them for free. They're like at least an hour long. The Mordavian Truth is like an hour long, and the other one's like an hour and a half, but they're so good.
This is amazing.
I've watched these several times to the point where I know the LARPs that they do and some of the characters they do and their real names, and it's weird.
So I gotta admit, the one that you have before that, I have an obsession with tabloid magazines, but I won't. Yeah. That's a legit guilty pleasure. Like, I will side-eye that. I'll be standing in the line at, like, you know, King Supers or whatever, and I'm like, I'm gonna read it, but I'm gonna pretend like I'm not reading it because I'm better than this.
How else
it's
would
fine.
you know how to tell if someone's a werewolf? I learned that from a tabloid magazine. If their ring finger, if you look at a guy and his ring finger is longer than his middle finger, he's a werewolf.
Oh,
yeah.
All right, done.
I don't so much do like the Inquirer and stuff, like the super.
It was definitely the Inquirer that taught me that.
But I like to read like lifestyle and like.
No, I totally side-eye those. I'm like, who's Kim Kardashian pregnant with now? And it's just like, it's these weird, like, I'm just gonna look at it from the side of my eye, but I'm pretending like I'm looking at the candy because I'm totally better than looking at this.
For Kiri and Meru.
I just read the one on Sunday while I was in line at the grocery store. And apparently Kim Kardashian is, you know, her divorce was $300 million.
Wait, she's getting divorced?
Yeah. From, what's his face?
Kanye West.
Kanye West, yeah.
I'm gonna let you finish.
But in the middle of the divorce hearing, does he say, I'm gonna let you finish, but...
Right?
I don't know. I didn't have enough time in the line.
If he doesn't, then I don't approve.
What does it go? Elizabeth Taylor had the best divorce of all time. Like, I mean, what do you follow that up with?
Yeah.
I'm let you finish, Kim.
Taylor Swift had the best breakup of all time.
Yeah.
I want it to somehow be related to Taylor Swift now.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't get a chance because I'm so cheap that they're like $2.99 and I read them in line.
Sure. Well, they're really quick and easy to read.
I'm
so
like,
I mean,
really?
Well, the trick is to get it
all for Easter.
I feel like
trick is to get into the longest line or get behind the person with the most groceries so that you can do this.
I do that sometimes.
So it's totally fine.
To the chagrin of Shadow, that's like really.
I'm
like, yeah. I didn't need to read this real quick. Hold on.
You do the thing. I'm gonna read this.
Let's get in the line where they're having a serious issue with the light flashing. So
Right. The old lady with like 1,000 coupons, and so you're like, this is gonna take at least 15 minutes.
So get behind an extreme couponer because they have to be like,
yes.
I have to split this into four things.
Did you get this coupon? Are you sure this coupon doesn't work? I think you need to scan it again.
Sounds horrible, but we always get in line behind the people.
Can I interject here and say Twitterverse? Anyone who's an extreme couponer, please tweet us at the Sheekery so we can get behind you in line at the supermarket.
Yes. Yes, that.
Or we need days and times.
You're one of those people that has like all the food stamps or the Wix stuff that you have to separate into like 8 different things.
Oh my god. Wix sucks. Wix sucks a lot. I was on it at one point. Believe me, it blows. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like, you're gonna take a minute. It's fine. I'm gonna read this. Hold on.
You do you. I got this.
I need to see where Elvis has been spotted.
And
recently.
And of course the Loch Ness Monster and
Michael Jackson. And...
Yeah. Oh my god, he's still alive.
He's totally still alive, and so is Elvis.
Yep.
And so is Tupac.
Yep, they all hang out on the weekends.
They have a compound on the island.
My old roommate from back home went on this like 3 a.m. epic rant about how Tupac was still alive. And I was like, please just let me go back to sleep. Because I'm like in my bed, in my room, asleep.
How much
weed? And he starts like,
Did
playing
he smoke?
Tupac really loud, and he's like, "I need you to know he's alive."
Oh no.
And I'm like, Darth Batwolf, what is wrong with you?
What did you eat or smoke? What's happening right now?
I'm
What is-
sleeping.
Wrong with you?
Oh my god, the nerd is malfunctioning. Somebody, he's short circuiting again, guys.
Ugh.
Yes. Exactly that.
Like, make it stop.
Yeah, laughing documentaries. You guys should watch them. They're good.
I have written down all the things that you just mentioned. It's
I'll link
fine.
them. Yeah.
Also,
That's
if you're
better.
listening, Dalton, forget about this whole podcast. It never happened. This is not the
What?
podcast you're looking for. Don't tell anyone at work. Anyway.
Anyway. It also plays into going with YouTube. I also have an obsession with cosplay music like lip dubs.
Yes,
I have an obsession with that.
they're amazing.
I look up dance videos a lot. Like a whole lot of my like browsing history on my account is me looking up like people like doing choreography to like various songs that I love.
We should get to a point where we're like, hey, if we get to X number of followers, we're going to make our browser histories public.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, I could share all of those. I don't like them only because they're right. It's usually I'm on my YouTube account, and I think my likes are public. So I don't like them just so I don't clutter my gaming feed with dance videos because I imagine
Why-
most of my followers don't want to watch that.
That's why you be like me and you have 2 YouTube accounts.
Well, I have another account. I'm just never logged into it, and I'm entirely too lazy when I'm, on my kick of looking at dance videos. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna look at this now, because it suggests them now, so it's like, I suggest you watch this one, and I'm like, I don't mind if I do. And then I go down
I
the
will
dark
do
hole of
that.
the internet.
Yep. YouTube does that.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I like this one. Oh, let's go watch that one. Oh, look, there's that one. And then you're just like, you're lost for hours.
7 hours later.
Right. This is why I don't go to bed till 2 a.m. some nights.
For like 2 seconds, can we jump back to the high school scene so that I can make one more confession?
You could absolutely jump back to that one because, oh my god.
Yeah, I know all the words to High School Musical.
Oh no.
I do. And it's so funny because anytime anyone says what time is it, it is a physical struggle not to launch into song when people say certain phrases or
Welcome to my life.
Anybody
Welcome to my
else
life.
jumping on that train?
no one is hopping off this
Yeah,
cliff with
you
me. I
found
know
the
it.
Jar Jar Binks of musicals.
I found the Jar Jar Binks of musicals.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, but I used to run a daycare a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And it was when High School Musical first came out, and that's all the kids wanted to watch. And at first, you're like, oh, not this again. And then you start knowing the words, and then it's kind of catchy. And then you start singing along.
Pretty
And
soon
then the
you're
kids
dancing,
start
and
playing
you're
the
like-
Wii sing-along karaoke game that may or may not belong to you. And
I remember when I
it
was.
spirals out of control.
It does. When I was a sophomore in college, is I guess after I think maybe the second one came out, and SNL did a parody or whatever, did something. So my roommate at the time and I were like, okay, what the heck is the big deal about this movie? And so we started looking up some videos online to see like what this was about. Like, okay, well, what is this actually about, and why are people obsessed with it? So we start looking, and I remember the first thing we stumbled upon was like the song where they're like talking about their confessions or whatever, or like, I just want to be me. And the one guy,
Stick to the status quo.
yeah. So the one guy is like, my
I
secret
play
is
myself.
I bake. And I look at my roommate and I'm like, I don't think they can talk about weed on this movie, can they? Like, that's inappropriate. And then I realized that he's talking about actual baking,
Right.
like in the
Yeah.
oven.
But
And
it's
I'm
funny
like,
because he's definitely
oh.
like the stoner crowd.
yeah, I was like, oh, I was way off on
Way
this.
off
I
Oh,
took
reservation.
that down a
no.
different path.
I was
No,
like,
there's
okay.
status quo in school and how everyone has their own little groups that they fit into. And not that you wanted me to explain this, but I am. And so they're singing this song about it because the guy that wants to be in the musical is a jock. So that's the big problem. And the girl that wants to be in the musical is a science nerd. And apparently they're not allowed to be drama geeks and whatever their normal thing is. So everyone's talking about their secret thing that they love to do that would put them in a different group so they don't talk about it with their group. And I'm going to shut up now. But I could sing you the song.
I feel like this was my
So
high school. The thespians were the jocks and the super popular kids. Like, they were all of it. It was a little weird.
Right. It was in my, well, I was in all of the groups in high school. But anyway, where the rest of the story was going was that we decided we would have a bunch of people over and we made it into a drinking game. And so we made the rules, right? We make up our own rules because we've never seen this movie before. And we decided the kid with the afro, anytime he shook his head vigorously to make his afro shake, you would have to drink, which is pretty much all the time. And we decided anytime, the boy and the girl, Zac Efron and the girl, were like, I molesting each other, that was a drink, which is, again, all the time. I was drunk like 30 minutes into the movie. I don't even remember, other than the first, sequence. That's it. That's all I remember. And then we ended up in my bed. Kim was there, so Kim can totally attest to all of this. So was Matt. At some point, everyone ended up in my bed, in a pile. There were 8 people in my bed, and I was reading them the feckin' book of everything Irish. And that was how that day turned out. It was great.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
I feel like since we brought up, high school movies, I love Mean Girls. I love it. And so
heck yeah.
when
Oh my god, yes.
So at work, when all the guys are like, we're going to have Mean Girl Mondays, and then they literally start posting the GIFs in our Slack chat about, we wear pink on Wednesdays and all this other stuff. They're talking
October
about...
2nd. He said it's October 2nd.
They're seriously thinking about, making, Wednesdays we wear pink and Mean Girl Mondays where they post... And sure enough, today they were just posting GIFs like crazy from Mean Girls, and I'm
funny.
secretly loving every minute of it and trying desperately not to be the stereotypical, millennial and, post everything with them. I'm like, no, I'm gonna refrain. I'm a
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
No.
That
totally
GIF
didn't
got posted in 20 different variations today.
My dad,
Wow.
the inventor of toaster strudels.
I have ESPN or something.
I have ESPN or something. Oh my god.
I just want to
We're
say,
Get in the car, we're going shopping.
Actual vomit.
because you were talking about drinking games, and one of my obsessions is British Victorian era TV dramas.
Oh,
And
nice.
I recently made Shadow watch all of Downton Abbey with me.
Yay!
He became obsessed with it, and my idea for a drinking game with that was every time somebody says something passive aggressive or burns somebody, you take a drink. So throughout the entire 6 seasons that we were watching it, somebody would say something, and we got to the point where both of us would be like, "Burn, drink." We weren't actually drinking, but it got to the point where even he was like, "Burn, drink,"
That's so funny.
because they say so much passive aggressive stuff in that show.
It's so
Constantly.
bad.
Constantly.
That's
It's
an
kind of an
unhealthy
amazing
drinking
show,
game.
I feel like episode 1, season 1, you would be in the hospital.
Right.
Right.
I don't
We
think
should
you can
make that a thing. If we're adding
Putting
to
people in the hospital?
No.
watch, no.
No.
Well, yeah, but separately.
Well,
Yeah.
I think you would have to have a
together.
very
It should be that.
yeah. I think you'd have to have a very large drink and sip it every time.
right.
That might be okay.
You get a straw. And you're just like...
Sip, burn, sip.
Because Thomas.
To the point where he was saying it.
I'm imagining this, and it's wonderful.
It's super great.
I can't. It's that out of character, and it's a little terrifying.
Which is why it's wonderful. Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Yeah. Point where he would watch it without me while we were doing something. I think one time we were doing the podcast, which I was like, fine, you can keep watching because I've watched it. And then I would go in to see how he's doing. I was like, how you doing? He's like, shh.
Lilu is judging me so hard right now.
Or
Did you
he'd be
know
like,
about the Spice Girls?
oh god.
Shh, she didn't hear that part.
She knows.
If you want to
We
be
are
She
a
just
farmer-
knows.
No, she doesn't. Look at her. Oh, wait, she might.
Bum, bum, bum.
She's
I
like,
really want to do one of those gifs, like the dramatic squirrel with dramatic Lilu.
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I adore the one that Beam uses all the time with the hamster hiding behind the Coke bottle.
Yes.
That's like one of my new favorite gifs.
That's amazing.
I need to gift Lilu. We need to make Lilu gifts. Put it on the list, someone.
Okay.
Gif
Okay.
it. Gif it.
Give.
So I want to end with one that all of us love so very much, and that is murder.
Murder!
We do love murder an awful lot.
Your
We
Downton
love
Abbey was a good
murder.
segue for me.
Oh,
Thank
yes.
you.
Because there's a lot of death in there.
There's a lot. There's a lot of dead people.
Dead people.
I see dead people.
So I literally, and it's only gotten worse since I started getting those Hunt a Killer boxes. Oh my god, it's gotten so much worse. Like, I was pretty good about hiding it and, like, keeping it contained, and now it is, like, I mean, it's like I came out of the murder closet, guys.
But were you?
Can there be a murder closet?
Oh, yeah.
We can make one.
Yeah,
It
this,
could be like the Harry Potter / murder closet.
I talk about it at work
I
now.
have one under my stairs. It's fine. We can use it.
This is how you know I've crossed a line. I talk about it at work. I'm like, oh my god, I'm hunting a serial killer. I'm so excited.
Guys, I'm hunting a serial killer. Oh my God, I'm doing
My
it.
ex-boss looked at me like I'm crazy. Like, the guy that hired me, he's like, I'm starting to reconsider this decision I made a couple years ago.
It was really like,
This
too late
is
now.
fine.
Too late now.
Right. He discovered, like, his son happened to find our cosplay group, our first cosplay group, that first year, and he's like, okay, that's fine. She's a dork. Awesome. She plays video games. She's pretty cool. But I think, like, this one was like, wow, serial killers. Huh.
That's interesting.
Murder. Great.
How do you not get super interested in that, though?
Right.
I-
I'm like way addicted to Criminal Minds and so many things.
I love Criminal
So
Minds.
that's the thing. Like, if we're in a hotel for a convention, Forensic Files is on the TV.
It is on.
It's tradition.
And we are all
Even if
very
we're not
sad. when it's not.
Tradition.
Tradition.
We'll get,
Tradition.
we'll get in the hotel room and immediately be like, which channel has Forensic Files? Do they
Yeah.
have it? Do they not have it?
Yeah,
Can
somebody
get on the
reaches
computer?
for the remote immediately.
Yeah. It's
And it-
always
And it's on.
happening.
I think we fall asleep watching it.
Yep.
We
Usually.
wake up and we start watching it.
And now that it's on Netflix, now we can always watch it.
It's pretty much the greatest thing.
Murder, 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 murder,
Until
murder,
we
murder.
discovered Unsolved Mysteries was on Amazon.
Oh my God. Greatest day of my life.
So much in the 90s. When you'd hear that music, I'm like, yeah.
So
Right?
I made Goat
Now I
watch an
understand why I
episode.
messed up.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh my god, it's so 80s. Like, it's painfully
So
80s.
It's so 80s, but it's so amazing.
It's so good."
And it's got the creepiest, like, opening music theme, and you're like, yeah, this is gonna be great. Somebody's gonna get murdered.
And so many people, and then sometimes the mysteries, we're not even sure how the mysteries came together to make extra mysteries.
Oh my god, there's so many
Like,
mysteries.
How did those bones just end up in your canoe without you knowing?
Right.
Like, how did you do that?
And then at the end, they're just like, it's not even anywhere connected to this original case we presented it being connected to. And you're just like, what happened to the bones? Did the guy get charged with murder? Like, what are you doing? Nothing.
That was the funniest thing I'd ever seen.
Solve unsolved mysteries. We should solve them. Anyone, if you have an unsolved mystery and you want us to solve it, please tweet us at the
By the
Sheekery.
way, they still
should
have a
do
tip
it.
line. You just go to, what is it, unsolved.com or something like that?
Unsolved.com, yeah.
They
is there.
No,
They
no,
have
just
a
come to
template.
us. Just come to us so we can do it.
I don't think we're that good.
But I think we need like an asterisk, like, you know, no guarantees on actual results or
Most
truthful results.
certainly
I feel like there
guaranteed
needs to
we
be
won't
some sort of
find
asterisk.
resolution for you. I'm sorry.
We have fine print on ours.
If
We
we
can
make
find
something up,
Resolution.
it's not our fault that we made up an answer to your question.
Whatever answer we give you, that's just it.
That's what
and
happened.
they'll
Thank you.
feel so resolved.
You'll feel
No factual proof will be provided.
Right.
We will just solve it.
We would be
You got a problem? Yo, I'll solve it. Check out the people. The DJ revolves it. Ice,
Revolve it.
ice, baby.
Baby.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh
was
my
the-
god.
I'm so glad nobody can see me and the dance I just did.
I did,
Oh,
I did that
one
too.
too. This is
Even
fine.
Lulu was out of the room. It's fine.
This is great.
I dance in spirit.
Oh,
Lulu is being
Don't
taken
wiggle.
outside, so no one can see me dance.
don't wiggle, Maru. Don't do it.
Do it.
Refrain from the wiggling.
Wiggle.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
I'm very stationary right now. There's no twerking. The twerk is broken temporarily.
Very stationary.
Maybe that's how I got to this point, was the twerking.
Probably.
Maybe.
You threw your twerking hip out.
Over twerk.
I over twerked it. It's fine.
Sit down, take it, and reverse it.
Dial back the twerk. Maybe if you twerk in reverse, you'll fix it.
That's just, isn't that just like air?
I think that's just humping.
This is fine.
Fine.
I'm not saying don't do that, like, you go, girl, but, like, I'm just saying, maybe, like, give it a day.
So I feel like this is an excellent lead to next week.
It is a perfect lead to next week, where we will have more murder!
We're about to get our murder on, y'all.
You love murder as much as we love murder. Definitely tune in next week.
Yeah, get your learning caps on, folks. We're gonna have some extra knowledge coming at you.
I've literally gone through over half of the last podcast on the left, because they do specials on serial killers, and I've watched or listened to almost all of them. Like, that's kind of
That's
where
a
my life
great
is at.
name.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They are ridiculously racist, and they are incredibly misogynistic.
In the woods.
But it is an amazing podcast. But yeah, like, I've tore through all of their serial killer series because I am so obsessed with it. And it's funny, like, with all of their terrible jokes that they throw in, don't get me wrong, I don't believe for a minute they're really misogynistic or racist or whatever, but, like, all the terrible jokes they throw in, they do such in-depth research on serial killers. It blows my mind, and I can't help but listen to them, so.
So next week, we're Podcast in the Woods.
Podcast in the Woods. No Pants Podcast.
Heck yeah.
I'm already No Pants Podcast. What are we talking about?
That's true. That's fine.
Podcast of Lamp. Lamp podcast?
Lamp.
Lamp.
I love
I love Lamp.
Lamp Cast 2017.
And on that note, I'm Kiri.
I'm Maru.
I'm Panda Ponycat.
I'm Alice.
And this has been Sheekery. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.